Hello, Michael.
Hello, Eddie.
I'd like to ask you a question. How is it that your name was or is Iceberg in two variations?
Well, I was born Michael Iceberg, Iseberg, and then one day while I was standing in front of the Michael Iceberg sign at Tomorrowland Terrace, Disney World, I noticed some people standing next to me, they didn't know who Michael Iceberg was, and it didn't matter. But they were trying to pronounce that name on the sign, Iseberg, and they were going Seberg, they didn't know what to say. And I just had this idea that said, wow, just use the C, and it would be so easy. And I had a friend who was an attorney, and I asked him about changing my name to Iceberg with a C, and he said, oh, you don't have to do that. He said, you can just use C, as long as it's not for purposes of defrauding anybody. And so I started using Iceberg. It was a great show business name, and still pronounced exactly the same way. But as soon as I did that, I had to always answer the question, well, is Iceberg your real name? And that became, you can't just say, well, yes, because you have to explain the caveat. I mean, you can't just say Iceberg is your real name, even if Iceberg is your real name, when the spelling is different than your real name. Anyway, it got to be like I'd go to the dentist's office, and they'd say, and your name? I'd say, Iceberg. And they said, how do you spell that? And then I had to think about which way they had my name, because I couldn't remember who had a C and who had S. Anyway, I decided I was going to change my name legally to Iceberg. And in fact, when my son was born, my youngest son, I made his name Iceberg when I registered it at the county, because I was going to change my name anyway, and it wouldn't have made any difference. It's just one less person's name to change. But so he is Iceberg. However, I recovered my senses and didn't change my name legally, because IRS and Social Security and old school records, and I mean everything. If you change your name, I think there's a lot of additional problems. However, that's I'm Iseberg, but for purposes of playing the piano, I'm still Iceberg, and people are welcome to spell it any way they want. It's kind of a lark to me that the whole thing happened. So that's it.